welcome back to Glory Hunter with me, Alex. This is episode 22. I've had a few days off. Well, in fact, I think I'm 1 day behind schedule, perhaps 2, depending on when this comes out. But here we are. We're back at it. I've got a bit of uni work to be doing. I had a weekend away. I travelled out to see my friends throughout the country. Straight back into this anyway. That's another thing. So last time I believe we beat Real Madrid 4-1, if I am not mistaken. Yes, we did 4-1, and ever since then we went on a 3-game winning streak in the Premier League, and we've done pretty well. But beat Burnley 1-0 against Jadon Sancho getting the goal for us, and then a big game against Leicester, which pretty much could cause them to maybe go down this season. They're fighting relegation, but Rashford, Palacios and Mason Greenwood all coming through. Obviously, I think Martial was injured for that game. And then again, Jadon Sancho has been in great form, as well as Marcus Rashford, so they're doing well themselves. In this episode, what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring you the Arsenal and West Brom game, just because, why not? And then again, Arsenal and Crystal Palace in the next episode. Hopefully, if I can, might do a double episode upload day, one day, just to catch up with these sort of games. But we're coming to the end of the season, as you can see here. Just a little bit of an update for those who haven't seen it. We've got Manchester United, 32 games played, us 81 points, we're 13 points ahead of City, who are behind us. I think if City lose their game, it's game over. It's game over. So we'll have to see. I think that'll happen in this episode, to be honest. So in the Champions League quarterfinals, we have drawn Arsenal, of all people, and we have the away leg first. Paul Pogba himself as well has actually got an injury, which isn't brilliant. And obviously, Fernandes is injured as well. But he's returning to full training in 4 days. I might just play him for this game. If things aren't going well, I can change the things around, but I'm going to play him for this game. We're going to bring Luke Shaw back on. I've not really seen the team that much. Martial's coming in for Greenwood, because we know Martial can play that role very, very well. Obviously, Sancho and Rashford, Eriksen in behind Martial, Shaw, Lindelof, Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, sort of the standard back five with De Gea in there. Really good side. Dalot. Standard back five we've got there. I am just going to go balance for the game. Not going to change the tactic up, and we're going to get straight back into the rhythm of these sort of uploads. I don't like not uploading, but it wasn't an option. I was just too tired, just coming back and travelling out everywhere. I'm going to be a bit assertive with this. I want you to pick up where you last came out. Passionate, I have faith in them all. Here's the away leg. I can't be, in the first leg as well, I can't be too harsh on them. They're looking very motivated going into it, but hopefully we do well. Right, first highlight of the game, we've got David De Gea playing it out from the back to Lindelof. We're only not even a minute in yet. De Gea, we're playing it a bit suspect here, but we've got a lot of room on this left-hand side. Luke Shaw bringing the ball forward, looking like they're closing down quite tightly. Goretzka on the ball now to Pogba. He finds Rashford out on this left-hand side. A lot of space is opened up for Rashford, who cuts inside, and Leno makes a good save. A pretty good save there. As we have another highlight, 3 minutes in. Eriksen to the back post, and it looks like Maguire might have been pushed there. Kieran Tierney, and they've called it a foul. Martial with the penalty against Leno. What can he do? Can he put it away? He does. He tucks it in that bottom right-hand corner. Martial's been unreal for us this season again. 32nd goal of the season, should I say. Not as many as last year. He was on par to finish with as many as last year. But obviously, Greenwood coming through, I had to play him in a few more cup games, start him in a few Premier League games, and Martial with an injury, of course, as well. But that is a great start for us. An away goal is, if not perfect, for us to start this game. We're playing it balanced. We're looking pretty solid at the back. We're not conceding too many shots or fouls or anything of that sort. We seem to just be calmly controlling this game, if anything. And just looking at their lineup, Almada playing up front. He's a centre attacking mid. I think I was looking at Argentinian centre attacking mid. Yeah, 19 years of age, starting up front. A lot of pressure there. Lozano, Ozil in behind. Barrera, I can't say I've heard of. But that was a very, very fast first half. I'm going to play it calm. I'm pleased with what I saw. Marcus Rashford isn't exactly pleased that I've said that, but I'm pretty happy with what I've seen from the lads so far. We're doing really well. Obviously, Rashford's not playing great. That's probably why he's a bit upset and confused. But then let me just have a look at this Barrera bloke. Right, I've never really seen. He's not even that good a player. I don't know why they've got him. I assume they've taken him off. No, they haven't. They're playing Barrera in behind the striker, and Pepe's come on. I might actually go a bit more positive now, just to try and attack against these lot, because they don't. I know Diallo and Sarr are a pretty solid young centre back duo. I'm going to demand a bit more from the lads, and I'm going to make us a few subs as well. But nothing really happening in this game. It's a bit of an odd one. I'm bringing Rashford off. He's had a shocking game. I get Victor Fisher on. Other than that, I think I might just bring Goretzka off, and I might just play two up top to pile up on a bit more pressure. Put Greenwood up here. Bring Eriksen a bit deeper. Play. I'll have a box to box. I'll play on that left hand side. Greenwood can play as a complete forward. We're actually playing really well. 1-0 away from home against Arsenal is more than I can ask for. I don't know where Aubameyang is. Don't know where Lacazette is. Whether or not they're injured, but it's a weird team they've put together here, Arsenal. As there's a highlight towards the end of the game here, Eriksen with the corner ball in, and Leno picks it up. They have got men forward as they look to probably counter-attack here, and Almada's been put through on goal, but De Gea's there to stop it. De Gea's been absolutely sensational for us, and now Almada then takes the corner, comes out to Pepe, to Diallo now. If we can win the ball back here, Maguire can play it to Greenwood, the fresh legs up front. He's got the pace. Can he take it past his man? He can. And Greenwood now. Oh, Leno with a save. I thought Greenwood might have just put the game to bed, if anything. 2 goals away from home would have been fantastic. As Arsenal seems to have been picking up a few more shots here. De Gea launches it forward. Pepe intercepts there. Almada's there. Xhaka with the ball forward, intercepted by Dalot. Back to De Gea. Playing it out from the back here, it seems, for us. Maguire gets the ball back. Beautiful interplay there with Sancho. Sancho passes it to Martial. Back to Dalot. We're looking pretty threatening here as Arsenal have pushed a lot of men forward. Dalot towards the back post to Bellerin. He does get back to recover that though. Bit risky here from Maguire. Maybe De Gea can punt it out now. It looked like he might be full time. It's just an end of game highlight. And there we have it. 1-0 against Arsenal is a fantastic result. Away from home, I couldn't have asked for much more than that, to be honest. And Liverpool actually going 2-0 up against Wolves at home, that'll be a hard game to come back from. But yeah, first game of the episode, we're looking pretty good. I will show you actually the other games here. So Leipzig drew with Dortmund, 1-1. Obviously Dortmund that away goal as well. And then Bayern Munich actually losing to Paris Saint-Germain at home isn't fantastic. But these are the last 8 teams. In the semi-final, because they do the draw now. Bayern Munich, we actually have the winner of Bayern Munich or Paris Saint-Germain to play. So it should be very, very interesting to see. It'll be a rough run through to the Champions League if we do manage to perhaps get to the very final, if we do. But if we do get to the final, I fancy Liverpool. Out of all them teams there, I believe Liverpool will probably get there. But I'm hoping it's Leipzig or Dortmund to play against if we get to the final. So yeah, I will now advance to this West Brom game. A bit of a nothing game, but nonetheless, it might be the game that we win the Premier League. Thus why I'm playing it. So I shall see you with the team lineup just before we play West Brom. Right, here we are. We are back with the game against West Brom. Now, if you just look at the table, actually, we've qualified for the Champions League, and we are, even if City do win their game, we're 10 points ahead of Tottenham, who are in second place with 4 games remaining. Now, that 4 games is 12 points available for both of the sides. So if we actually win today's game against West Brom, this is the game where we will win the Premier League title. So it could be, this is actually a very, very big game for us indeed. So I'm gonna put out a strong side. I think, even though we have got Arsenal later on in the week, I'm still gonna put out a strong side. Paul Pogba can come off. I'll play Van der Beek in there instead. Again, I'm actually going to start Greenwood in this game ahead of Martial purely because Martial's looking a bit fatigued after those 2 games. And I want him in that game against Arsenal, in that home game against Arsenal. Januzaj is going to play out on that right hand side. Rashford, as ever, you're going to play on that left hand side. Obviously, I've got to stick to the roots. And Rashford's a very, very good player. He probably would be second choice if I brought in someone else. But he's incredibly good, and he's affiliated with the club, isn't he? He's a young lad from the club. So I'm obviously going to play him. Maguire's going to come off just for a bit of a rest, as well as that Luke Shaw, because I want him in the big game for the final. And of course, as well, Wan-Bissaka in there too. I'm actually going to play Dean Henderson as well, purely because I don't know how many games he actually has in the Premier League. 3. I think it's 5 games minimum in the Premier League. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's 5 games. So 5 games in the Premier League, he'll get his Premier League title medal. So I'm going to go for this. I'm genuinely going to go for this game. Tonzebe onto the bench. Paul Pogba obviously off. Going to get Ezekiel Palacios in there. And other than that, that's how we're going to line up against West Brom, who are sitting 16th in the league, just outside the relegation zone. So this will be a big game for them as well. Fighting that relegation battle, of course, with Leicester and whatnot. But yeah, potentially, this is the game where we do win the title here. But they're saying we can just secure UEFA. I don't want to secure it. I want to say we're going to win the league here. Our recent standing, blah 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 blah. Right, I'll just say we're favourites. I thought it'd be a Premier League one because if we win this game, we win the Premier League. Januzaj with the ball in. Austin heads it clear. It comes back into the box, but hopefully Van der Beek's there to collect it. He's not. As they try and come forward. Beautiful ball into Rashford there, who shoots and it hits the crossbar. It's not a bad shot. I'm just going to angle this a bit. There we go. It's not a bad shot, but just coming off the bar, we're looking pretty good at the start of this game. 10 minutes in now, not much has changed. We're on the attack. Perhaps if we go to positive, might change things up. I'm going to tell them to get a bit more creative, though, as we have a corner here. Januzaj with the ball in. What can he do? Can he put a good delivery in? He can't. Comes back out to him, though. Akanji's got a free sight on goal. And Akanji, with his first goal of the season, picks up the goal that could possibly win us the Premier League for a second year in a row here. Januzaj with the ball in. Rashford's there. Comes out to Akanji. Januzaj finds Akanji again. Nobody closing him down. Nobody expects him to shoot. And he just hits one right into that top right-hand corner. Beautiful goal. Beautiful goal. Great start for us. I'm actually just going to get the Premier League table up. The latest score, at the bottom there. As we have him alongside here. None of these results mean anything to us, but I'll get them up regardless anyway. As Rashford hits the bar again. We're looking pretty strong here, I've got to admit. England, let's get Premier League games up here just so you can see what's going on elsewhere in the league. As actually Swansea go 1-0 up against Arsenal. But then again, here we have another... Oh, it's Rashford, how did you miss that? Beautiful ball through by Januzaj. Looks like something that Mata might play this season as it comes into the back post. And Rashford just has to tap that in realistically. And it's a goal, but he's missed it. But still, we're winning. Not too bad. Van der Beek's picked up a bit of an injury, though. Januzaj with another corner in. Greenwood's there. And that's just over the bar. We're not looking too bad as we get a free kick. Ericsson with delivery in. And this might actually be their highlight where they get to run away with the ball here. Charlie Austin to Gibbs. Finds Burke on this right-hand side. Can he cross that in? He can't. And then now we run forward. It's our turn. Rashford running forward now. Can he find Greenwood? He can't. But he goes alone. It's a poor shot. Excuse me. It's a poor shot. He's had a very poor game, Rashford. And we actually have a free kick here. Mason Greenwood on this. He's a very good free kick taker. And he's a very good free kick taker. It's Mason Greenwood, 2-0 up at half-time. Couldn't have asked for much more. Greenwood's putting it right in that top left-hand corner. It looks like it came off the post, if anything. Great free kick brilliant free kick with his left foot, the stronger of the two, which is still both very strong. And what a game this has been. We're absolutely dominating. I'm very happy with how things are going. Just keep it up. Looking pretty solid defensively. Marcus Rashford obviously not having the greatest of games. I might take him off just to rest him for the Arsenal game at home, which we've got later on in the week. But what a game this is running out. Episode, sorry, this is looking like. Victor Fisher can come on for Rashford just to maybe change up a few things. But it looks like I might have to change the camera angle here. It looks like we might win this. Well, we might win successive Premier League titles in our first 2 seasons here. Ascala's now playing out from the back. Can't find anyone in the black and white t-shirt, but Januzaj is there to pick it up. Ericsson now to Fisher to Greenwood, and it might be a foul here. I wonder who'd take the penalty. Is it Greenwood? Who's taking the penalty for this one? Ericsson, actually. Ericsson standing up and taking the penalty kick now, and Ericsson slots it in that bottom right-hand corner. Calm as anything. His 4th goal of the season. A big signing for us this year, if anything. 3-0. Happy days. Happy days. Slots it in that bottom corner. And it's looking like Manchester United, for a 2nd season in a row, are going to win the Premier League. I cannot believe it. Bring on Palacios. And also I might actually bring on Twanzebe as well, just for Lindelof to rest him for this next game, because he'll be needed as well. Van der Beek can just play through that injury. Potential thigh injury, nothing big. I'm just going to quickly change to the director camera. I know we might see another highlight here, but I imagine the Premier League title might be in the background as we come up to the 93rd minute now. It's full time. Oh, it's not there. Well, I'll have to say, I think it's still because City can win the Premier League. Can still win the Premier League. I thought we might have seen something there. But we're going to get a bit passionate about this. A very nice victory, well done. Continue on. I wonder if City played it on this day. We absolutely hammered them. We'll leave that to the physio. Only 7 days anyway, not too bad. Greenwood, star of the show. Now, first of all, I'm going to just check this. City do play tomorrow against Leicester of all teams. So if City win, they have 2 games in hand on us. So they win their 6 points, 74. I'm doing all the maths in my head now. Oh, it's up to 8, isn't it? What am I on about? There's no chance of us winning that game. All this time I was thinking there's 36 games in a season and there's 38. So there's 15 points left. What am I on? So it doesn't even matter. I don't know. Right, anyway. End of episode. We're going to cut that off there. That was embarrassing. So yes, I will actually bring you a few more Premier League games. I'm going to see next episode 23, I believe it will be the Arsenal game. That'll be quite a huge game, I imagine. A very interesting game for that. But yeah, after all that, I thought, I've won the league here. No, Alex, you've got that completely wrong. I'm not been on it, obviously, for the last few days, getting back into the rhythm here. Look, as you can see across the board, it's been so many weeks that we've actually had that first place position. But yeah, City have the 2 games in hand. If they win both of them, they do go to 74 points, 10 points behind us, obviously, and there's still 15 points available. So I will bring you a few more Premier League games. This sort of it looks like we're miles ahead, but it's only because we've played so many games more than the others. We've played like 2 games more than 4th place. We've got Tottenham have a game in hand as well, so they can go 10 points behind us. So it's hottening up anyway. It's heating up. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy this episode. As you saw, the Arsenal fixture's a big one. It'll be even bigger next time if we figure out who we're gonna play in that semi-final. Well, yeah, I hope you did enjoy the episode. If you did, leave a like. Subscribe if you are enjoying this content as well. Hopefully you are. And I shall see you in the next episode against Arsenal in the second leg of the quarter-final in the Champions League. Ciao.